Welcome into Football 24/7 with NFL insider John McMullen across the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Right down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium we go with NFL insider John McMullen. A 12-play, 62-yard, 2-minute drill puts the Eagles up 15-6. Hey, Johnny Mac, I think Jalen Hurts said to all the doubters, kick rocks in that first half.
Yeah, so far so good. Obviously, a pretty dominant half statistically for Jalen Hurts, as you mentioned. 18 for 24, 169 yards, added 37 more rushing, passer rating over 120. You saw the touchdown that Dallas got it. You know, sometimes it's better not to be high profile because I don't know what it looked like on TV, but it looked like Dallas Goedert may have not corralled that ball, but you couldn't overturn it from the referee standpoint, so it stands, and the Eagles have a comfortable lead. It was interesting because Atlanta got off to a very quick start. For years, when Julio Jones was here, the Falcons had struggles in the red zones. It didn't make a lot of sense. It seems to follow them. It continues under Arthur Smith. They got the ball. They went straight down the field. And we haven't seen Calvin Ridley since then. He caught 3 passes on the first drive, and they've gone in a different direction. So a little bit of a sloppy half, 18 penalties. Eagles offensive line had 5 penalties by themselves. So, if they sharpen it up and played cleaner football, they might even have a larger lead.
One of the things you're going to like about that first half when you go back and watch the game film, and I'm sure you're seeing it in real time, Jalen Hurts' ability to extend the play, escape the pressure. Is he doing the right thing? Is he vacating the pocket too early? What's your assessment of how he played so far? He looks pretty good.
Yeah, if you want to nitpick, there are certain times, and you saw in the 4th and 4 play, he sort of, I've talked about this dating back to training camp. He does kind of flush to his right a little bit too quickly at times, where he could perhaps step up into the pockets. On that 4th and 4 play, you saw it. He almost got run out of bounds. He realized at the last second he was going to lose about 10, 15 yards, and he was smart enough to throw the football away. So that part of it was a positive. But there are certain times, but look, nobody's perfect. I mean, if you look at it, and the beautiful thing is if you win a football game like this, if the Eagles can finish it, Nick Sirianni still has something to harp on and say, Jalen, you got to do this. Jalen, you got to do that, and improve certain things. So from a coaching perspective, a lot of times that's the best case scenario.
Johnny, it looked pretty good. Jalen Hurts dropping it into Devonta Smith for the touchdown. I'll ask you to comment on that. And then a little bit later on in the second quarter, I think he went 4 or 5 times right in a row to Devonta Smith. But, boy, that touchdown was pretty for the Eagles' first score under head coach Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It was the touchdown pass, and that was a nice throw, capping the first drive. And then, it was later where he went bang, 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 4 in a row to Devonta Smith. So he's got 5 receptions in his first half as an NFL player, a touchdown on 7 targets. Yeah, I mean, this is the best receiver Philadelphia's seen in a very long time, probably since Deshaun Jackson was here the first time around. Obviously going to be a very effective player. And it's only going to get better as the year goes on.
One last thing I want to get you to comment on, Johnny Mac. The Eagle defense looked porous against the run for most of that half. What did you see?
Yeah, a little bit of a concern. You're right. They gave up 110 yards rushing at half. It could have been worse. And luckily they have the lead, or obviously Atlanta could really start pounding football. Look, it's going to be a concern. Eric Wilson, we've talked about it since he signed, really. He's a good player in pass coverage. He's not a good player in run support. A little surprised with Jonathan Gannon, the way he's rotated the linebackers. You've seen some Sam linebackers, Jannard Avery, Patrick Johnson was out there. But he also rotated a little bit with T.J. Edwards and Alex Singleton. I don't know. I think maybe stopping the run is going to be an issue at times for the Eagles this season because they don't really have that big thumper at middle linebacker. Eric Wilson is just not that type of player.
Johnny Mack, last thing. Kyle Pitts was the other big star. It was going to be Devonta Smith versus Kyle Pitts. On the television, Kyle Pitts looks like he's a deer in the headlights. Now, I don't know if he's playing like that. From your perspective, what do you see?
No, he is. I talked about this all week. Rookie players, I talked about them both, Kyle Pitts and Devonta Smith. Look, they're both supremely talented, but rookies tend to have hiccups in this league. And Kyle Pitts is the one who's having him in week one. And yeah, it's looked bad at times. He hasn't looked confident out there. And that's why I said it's probably good to get him early in his career before things slow down a little bit for him.
All right, good stuff from Johnny Mack checking in from Mercedes-Benz Stadium here, Football 24/7. Of course, Johnny Mack will be right back working the live post-game show with Derek Gunn, Mark Farzetta, Devin Caney. We'll talk to Lane Johnson. We'll have some questions for Lane as well. And, of course, Johnny Mack from down in Atlanta. Enjoy the second half, Johnny Mack. Thanks for jumping in across the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. This is your halftime report, Football 24/7. With NFL Insider on location in Atlanta, John McMullen. See you after the game, folks.
Hey, Eagles fans, if you're a subscriber to the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, you are already registered to win a pair of season tickets for the upcoming season. That's right, you could win a pair of season tickets for the upcoming 2021 season.